I was a second semester sophomore going to college in Boston. And I had taken a test, and after the tests were returned to us, the professor came over and kind of patted me on the back, handed the test to me and said, "Mr. Norton, never have I seen anyone work so hard and have so little to show for it." And that was the message that I was occupying a seat for someone who should be there, and that wasn't me. So that was my inspiration to go down to the recruiting office, and I volunteered and joined the United States Navy. Initially I'd gone down and joined the Marine Corps, and the recruiter wasn't there. He had missed that day for whatever reason, and this Navy chief shanghaied me into joining the Navy, and I became a Navy corpsman. On the other side of that coin, I then had to go home to Rhode Island, and I hitchhiked home, went in on a Saturday morning. My parents, my grandmother, my sisters were there, and the question was, well, how is school going? And there was silence, and I said, well, I assume school is going very well, but I'm not in school anymore. And of course, all eyes were now focused on what I was about to say, and I said, I have enlisted. And my father said, did you sign anything? And I said, yes, I did. I signed everything, and I'm going off to basic training. And after that, my sisters kind of disappeared because they knew they were in the presence of an idiot, and they did not want to be associated with me the rest of that day. And my father later came out to see me, and he said, you know, one of two things is going to happen. Either you will come back in a box, or you may make a career out of it. But for those young men and women who are thinking about enlisting, you better come up with a good way to break it to your parents if you do not have their permission, because it is going to be met, that type of news is going to be met with a very interesting reaction from your parents. So be prepared.